Hi everybody, this is Dawson. I'm back with another movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 8th Mission Impossible movie and the so-called final Mission Impossible movie, but what they say, it ends up being the final one, but they're gonna make more. But anyway, this is the 8th Mission Impossible movie. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Directed once again by Christopher McQuarrie. And this is a direct sequel to Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. I'm not going to call it Part 1 because this was supposed to be called Part 2. But anyway, so yeah. The film stars Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Angela Bassett, Henry Sinui, and a bunch of other people. And the plot of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, according to the internet, is as follows. In the film, Hunt and his Impossible Missions Force, IMF, team unite to prevent the entity, a rogue AI, from unleashing global destruction against humanity. And that's the plot of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Well, this is the 8th installment in the long-awaited Mission Impossible series. I mean, my gosh, it's been 30 years since Mission Impossible came out back in 1996. And I'll get to that in a minute, in a second. This is the 8th Mission Impossible film. And from what I hear, I mean, this could be true, you never know. It looks like this is the final time Tom Cruise is playing Ethan Hunt in this movie. Ever. I guess he's done playing Ethan Hunt. I mean, you never know. He could come back, and if they make a spin-off movie, I mean, he could come back. But, nope. I think in an interview, Tom Cruise said that this is his final Mission Impossible movie. I mean, he's been doing this for 30 years now. I think it is time for him to retire the character. And thankfully they end it well. They end his character off well. I know a lot of people were pissed when James Bond died at the end of No Time to Die. And then thankfully when Harrison Ford made his final Indiana Jones, when Harrison Ford made his final appearance as Indiana Jones, they didn't kill him off. They gave him a happy ending. And they do the same with Tom Cruise, with Ethan Hunt. They give him a good send-off. Would I have wanted to see Ethan Hunt die? No, I don't. I don't think we should have killed off Ethan Hunt. I do like that the movie ends with them going off their separate ways. I do like that. But anyway, back to how the movie is. I saw a lot of people were very mixed on this movie. Most people loved it. Some people were a little mixed. I don't think I saw any negative reviews. If I did, I don't remember them. But this movie was very mixed to positive. Sorry if it keeps cutting out. There's a thing that pops up every 5 seconds that cuts me out. So I'm sorry if the stream is cutting in and out, but anyway, it should be fine. But now I gotta figure out what I was saying. Okay, now I know what I was saying. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about the positive to mixed reviews on this movie. Yeah, everybody that I've seen said that gave it a positive review, and you know me, I've said this literally in every Mission Impossible review that they get better, that they range from good to great. I mean, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, and Dead Reckoning. Those 4 movies were all positive, were all great. And I am I am happy to say that there are now 5 good, great Mission Impossible movies. You have Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, Dead Reckoning, and now The Final Reckoning. Wow. This movie was fantastic. I loved this movie. And I know a lot of people were telling me, if you're going to go see this movie, see it in IMAX, because they filmed it in IMAX. And I did, and it was fucking amazing. It was brilliant to see this in IMAX. Obviously, they shot it in IMAX, so yeah, if you're gonna go see this movie, see it in IMAX. That's the way Tom Cruise wanted this movie to be seen in IMAX. But yeah, I loved this movie. I think this was a great send off to Tom Cruise and the rest of the cast. I mean, Tom Cruise, he's been playing this character for 30 years, since 1996, and I will get to, there is a meaning for that in this movie, and I'll explain that. I probably should have mentioned up front, I don't know why I forgot to mention this, but there will be some spoilers in this review. I'm not going to spoil like the whole movie, but there will be some spoilers in this review, because you know I'm going to talk about all the stuff that's in this movie, all the references that are in this movie. So because there's a ton of references that you don't want to be spoiled by. So if you don't want to get spoiled, leave the review and then come back. Because trust me, the stuff I'm about to say, you don't want to get spoiled. So you don't want to be spoiled. Excuse me. But yeah, I really loved this movie. I loved all the references in this movie. Some people probably didn't catch a lot of references. There's a lot of references to the first movie. I do like there's a montage of all the 7 Mission Impossible movies. I would have liked if the opening credits, as the credits are going, it shows, references to all the Mission Impossible movies. I would have loved to see that, but no, we got them at the beginning. And there's one reference that I don't think a lot of people got. I did. The president, Angela Bassett, she has a paper in her hand, and on the paper it says May 22nd, 1996, and that of course is a reference to the first movie, because the first movie came out in May 22nd, 1996. Actually, I gotta see if I'm saying that right. Hold on. I gotta make sure I'm saying that right. Mission Impossible. Yeah, 1996 was when the first Mission Impossible came out. So, yeah, I was right. Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, May 22nd, 1996 is when the first Mission Impossible came out. Wow. That is crazy. My goodness. So, yeah, that's crazy. But, yeah. So, yeah, I love this movie. I can't stress that enough. Just all the references to Ethan Hunt's past, all the missions, um, all the casts in this movie are great. Um, you have Haley Atwell as Grace. She returns from the previous movie. Um, Vig Rhames as Luther, which unfortunately this is the final appearance from Vig Rhames as Luther. Um, which I didn't expect Luther to die, but I I had a feeling that he was gonna die, and he does. And yeah, which there's always one character in a movie that has to die, and I was very sad when it turned out when it was him. I honestly thought Benji was gonna die at the end of the movie. I thought Benji was gonna die, but thankfully he lives. Obviously, and then I think so many people wanted Tom Cruise to die as Ethan Hunt, but no, Ethan Hunt doesn't die. He lives, as he should, and some people didn't like the way it ends. The fact that it ends with them going off their separate ways. I mean, I didn't mind that. I thought that was a happy ending for the movie. I thought I was fine with how the movie ended. Again, you have Simon Pegg as Benji Dunn, which of course this is his final appearance. Yeah, I mean, Simon Pegg, he's been here all the way since Mission Impossible 3. Vig Rhames has been here since the beginning. And, yeah. Elia Mortilis has Gabriel, that's the villain from the previous movie. I liked him in the previous movie, but I have to say that I did not like him in this movie as the villain. I mean, he kind of turns into a cartoon in this movie, especially at the end with the whole chase scene and when he says "catch me if you can," which that's just him turning into a cartoon. Like, okay, I don't know why, but yeah, he's just a cartoon villain at this point with the "catch me if you can." Just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Then you have you get a lot of cast members in this movie. Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta hold on. Okay. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. The action scenes in this movie are great. You've got the submarine scene. You have the plane fight scene. You've got what else? You've got the opening action scene. You've got the scene at the house. The action scene at the end. the trying to think of what else there is. Ooh, I'm blanking on what other action scenes were there. I can't remember. I don't know. If I think of any, I'll put them in the comments. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, and yeah, I mean, hats off to Tom Cruise. I mean, he's been doing this for 30 years, and yeah, I'm happy to see this movie end. Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it. I mean, so yeah, I really don't have that much else to say, but on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm giving this movie a perfect 4 out of 4 stars. I mean, yeah, I'm giving it a perfect 4 out of 4. So, but yeah, that's my review of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I will be back with my ranking very soon of all the Mission Impossible movies, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, I'm Dawson. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I'll see you next time with another movie review. Bye.